Hey lovelies, welcome to another pick a card reading, and today's requested topic is what kind of romantic relationship is best for me. And shout out to my dreamer team for helping to select this topic. If you'd like to join that team to help curate the content that you see on this channel, as well as to receive access to exclusive readings including 18 plus readings and monthly and yearly zodiac forecasts, you can hit the join button beneath this video or the join link in the description box. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, link to my website can be found below in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance. And do keep in mind this reading is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone listening. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse it if that's how it fits your situation. On the screen are 3 kiss imprints. Go ahead and make your selection. If you need more time, you can pause the video. But we're going to get started for those who chose imprint number 1. Okay, give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose imprint number 1, what type of romantic relationship is best for you? I'm getting Twilight in my head immediately. I feel that the type of person that you are, you need like a soul merging type of relationship, not someone who's, you know how people create a checklist and they say like, oh, as long as they're educated, make this amount of money, this height, looks like this, do this, this and that, and it's like as long as someone meets that checklist, they're fine. And I feel like what I'm trying to say is like when people create like a checklist based on like superficial things, I feel like if you were to create a checklist, it would be more so on soul fulfilling things. And I don't even feel like you'll be able to make a list for what it is that your soul is craving, because it's something that's felt and it can't be properly described. And be like picking up Twilight, what was Edward? I was about to say, what was his name? Edward spent his whole lifetime, like all his siblings had gotten paired up. They found their soulmate, but he had spent the whole time being single because he hadn't found his mate yet until he met, what's her name? Uh Bella. Oh my gosh, why don't yeah, until he met Bella. So it's like he rather like during all that time he remained single out of choice because he was looking for his real mate, not just someone to have cheap thrills with. So yeah, the type of romantic relationship that's best for you is someone that's truly your soul's mate, not someone who's just good for the moment or that you have fun with, but someone who nurtures, like, I won't say complete your soul, but it just feels like the two of you will meld into one. Like they can be whole on their own and you whole on your own, but it just seems like when you come together, you merge and meld into like a new being to form like a new version of a person. So yeah, it's like you're not fit for superficial or fun or good enough, or someone who just fits like the superficial standard of what someone would crave. It's someone who matches your soul, because you can only meld like that with someone who matches you perfectly. Like you can't try to put a square peg in a round hole. It won't fit. It's like you need a round peg to fit into that round hole. And I feel like the person that is best for you is someone who would be that round peg to your round hole, so you can meld into like it's almost like a super being or something. Because I just get it's giving like that Fabulous and Neo song, like I'm good all by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. It's like something about the two of you coming together levels you up into like you get supercharged or something like that. But that's the kind of person that you're meant for. I feel like anything less, and I feel like I'm picking up on people who have been dating, like you've been in relationships, but you could have even questioned whether like love was for you, because in all these relationships, they either just like crashed and burned really badly because the people, like the two of you were incompatible in some way that you couldn't really understand. You could be someone who you bounce around from person to person. Maybe you may think you're a commitment phobe because you're like, I don't know what it is, but I just can't be with one person. You could be someone who thinks like that, but the truth is you are fit to be with one person. It's just the people you're running into and that you've been connecting with, they aren't it. So it makes it feel as if you'll never find that fulfillment with one person. But yeah, it's like your mate is out there. Because I'm picking up on it, you may have to reach a certain frequency in your life, in your energy in order to attract this person, but they're there. You just haven't met them yet. And so don't be so hard on yourself if you find that you're not really connecting, like you're having a hard time. Because I feel like you look around and you see people happy in relationships and you're like, why can't I be like that? And not everybody I'm picking up on has been out there dating. I could even be picking up on someone who hasn't dated at all, who's never been in any type of relationship, and you wonder why it hasn't happened for you yet. And it's because there is a person that is coming, but you have to level up to an energy level to attract this person. You're getting there though. I feel like you're on the way to reaching that frequency that's just going to pull this person right into your life. But yeah, that's what I get for you guys who chose imprint number 1. Let's move on to those who chose imprint number 2. Give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose imprint number 2, what type of romantic relationship is best for you? I'm getting Adina Howard's, what's that her name? Adina Howard's Freak. Was that the name? Freak Like Me, I think the name of the song was. I'm hearing that in my head immediately. So what I'm picking up with that is that sex is very important to you. You are not going to settle for somebody who's a novice in the bedroom or someone who's very modest in the bedroom. You are very adventurous when it comes to sex. And I feel like you're not about to change that. Like, you refuse to settle. Like, they can be great in all the other categories, but if they suck in the bedroom, you're not going for it. You're like, no, I need this person to be a straight up freak like me, you know? So yeah, I get and I feel like, yeah, someone who can not just, it's like someone who can really handle you. Maybe you have like a dominant type of personality in the bedroom, but it's like you want someone who can dominate you. And I feel like so far you haven't met anyone who could. Like, you're the one who's always teaching, you're the one who's always, trying to expand people's horizon to open up to new experiences. And I just feel like some may try, but it's like it just don't feel right. It doesn't feel like it. You want someone who, like, this freak comes natural to them. And I mean, I feel like I'm picking up on somebody. You could have had this in the past, but I don't know what happened with that relationship. Maybe that was the strength. Like, you guys were great in the bedroom, but maybe everywhere else, every other category was toxic. So you reflect on that relationship a lot and thinking like, dang, if they can only match this person's level of freak, but have like all this other great stuff they have going on, like they will be perfect. But yeah, I feel like you have had someone in the past who, like, was what you were craving in the bedroom, but they just, everything else was bad. Like, everything, literally everything else about the relationship was bad. So you had to walk away. As hard as it was, because this person was very satisfying to you, you're like, I can't live a life like this. Because while that is the most important thing to you, you do need stability. You do need like a healthy environment to thrive in. And this person was not providing that. But I do feel like you're looking for somebody who can give you that stability, that safety, that love, but also like smash you into the mattress. So yeah, it's like you need that, you want that, you crave that, and I feel like you're going to have that, but you just haven't found it yet. But I feel like it's coming. I feel like I'm picking up on somebody who was talking to somebody now, and I feel like you're trying to take it slow, so you haven't quite made it to that point yet, but you're hoping that, like, with everything else they've been great, and you're hoping that when you reach that level that they don't disappoint. And I feel like I'm picking up that they will not disappoint you. So yeah, I feel like, so I don't know, maybe you have decided to try a different approach to dating, And with that different approach, you're like, I'm not going to jump into the bedroom immediately. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to date. I'm going to get to know this person. And then that will be the last thing that, we explore. So I feel like this person has all the other things that is really checking out for you, but you're like, please, please. It's like I'm getting like a fingers crossed type energy, like, please, 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 just don't disappoint when we make it to this point. I feel like you're gonna reach that point soon, and like I said, this person will not disappoint you at all. You're gonna be so happy that you waited, because you would have developed a bond with this person outside of the bedroom, unlike that past relationship I was picking up on. And then you're gonna have that too, like the bedroom skills are gonna be top tier. And I feel, and you're not gonna have to teach them either. I feel like they're like right where you are as far as the freak level is concerned, even though they don't look like it. And I feel like that's what you might be like questioning. You're like, this person is great, but like they don't look like they can handle me. But I feel like when this person gets you there, you're gonna be so shocked, because they turn, it's like the nerd who turns into like, this master dominator in the bedroom. Not saying that your person comes off like a nerd, but it's like that whole like two sides type of energy, like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Not in that way, not in a bad context, but I just feel like you're not gonna expect what this person is going to deliver in the bedroom. But like again, you're going to be happy that you waited to get to that point, because you would have been bonded with them already on every other level, and not, because I feel like in the past you would get hooked, or you have gotten hooked on the bedroom before you'd explored the rest of them, and then you found yourself stuck in a toxic cycle, because you're like, I don't want to let this go, because I'm hooked on, the bedroom with them, but then all this other stuff is horrible, but it's like I can't let this go. So it's like you, like, I don't know, you worked backwards in the past, but you're like, I'm gonna go in the right order, and I feel like it's gonna pay off. And like I said, this person's gonna deliver the cherry on top of the sundae when you make it to that point, which I feel like will be soon. Okay, so let's move on to those who chose imprint number 3. Give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose imprint number 3, what type of romantic relationship will be best for you? I'm hearing friends. I feel like friendship is the core of a strong relationship with you. But I feel like that's something it took time for you to discover, because you could have, I feel like a lot of your romantic past was very performative. And what I mean by that is like you were doing the things and operating in a way that like maybe looked a lot like the movies or what you would see around in society, like what relationships are supposed to look like. Oh, we're supposed to dress alike, and we're supposed to, do this on this particular holiday and celebrate our anniversary like this. I feel like you could have been very stuck on that, but you kept wondering why you would feel something was missing. Like it felt empty and just, like I said, performative. And I feel that it took some time for you to arrive at the conclusion. And I feel like you could have, for somebody I'm picking up on, you arrived at this conclusion that you crave a strong friendship at the core or the foundation of your romantic relationship, because you could have a friend that you're finding yourself falling in love with, and you're like, what, and you're like questioning why you feel more for this friend than you've ever felt with anyone else that you've dated in the past. And it's not because this person is like exceptionally good looking, or that this person has all this stuff better than the people in your past. Like they may not, but it's like you feel more for them than you felt for everybody else who seemed like they would be a good option. And I feel like you're finally at that point. You're like, what is it? What is it? And you got your answer. And it's because this person is your friend. Like they really know you. You don't have to perform. You don't have to turn on a different face or wear a mask with them. And they really do appreciate you for who you are. Is if you find yourself falling for a friend, and it's not going to be for everybody, but if you are falling for a friend, I feel like that friend has always been in love with you, but they haven't been respecting your boundaries. They could have seen you in other relationships. Somebody could even be in a relationship now, and this person has been very careful not to cross that line with you because they never wanted to lose that friendship. But I feel like this person has been in love with you the whole time. You're just waking up to those feelings, but they've been had them. But if that's not your scenario, I just get like you're just coming to that conclusion on your own that you actually need somebody who's a friend. And what could be sparking, if it's not that you're experiencing that with a friend, it could be that maybe you observe something around you, like maybe there's a relationship that you admire where you see these two people operating very much like best friends, and you're like, you know what, that's what I need. You see how comfortable they are together, how they could talk about anything, how they can do the silliest things and not have to worry about, oh, are they gonna like look at me weird or judge me if I do this and that. Like you're seeing somebody around you, like there's a couple, it could be on social media, it could be in your real life, but you're like, I like the way they interact. And you're like, and maybe this couple had an interview or talked about the fact that they are very good friends, they have a very strong friendship, and you're like, I want that, I need that, that's exactly what I need. I never knew that's what I was missing, but now I get it. So yeah, the best romantic relationship with you, for you, is one where friendship is strong at its foundation. Okay, so that's about all I have for you all for this pick a card reading. I hope it was helpful to you. Again, shout out to my dreamer team for helping to select this topic. If you would like to join that team to help curate the content that you see on this channel, as well as to receive access to exclusive readings, including 18 plus readings and monthly and yearly zodiac forecasts, you can hit the join button beneath this video or the join link in the description box. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, link to my website can be found below in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance, and I'll be back with more readings, lovelies. Bye.